James Shaw is about to speak to the Greens at St Matthews. Let's go there live.
O tēnā koutou katoa, ngā mihi nui kia koutou. Good evening, New Zealand. I'm sorry I'm a bit late. I had to rehearse about 5 different speeches and then rewrite all of them 5 times. It's a pretty exciting night. Look, if you had told me 2 months ago that I would have been happy with tonight's result, I simply wouldn't have believed you. But actually, I am happy with tonight's result. And so should you be, because current indications, they are only current indications, but current indications are that the 3 opposition parties command a majority of votes once the specials and the overseas votes will have been counted. New Zealanders have voted for change. So, Jacinda Ardern and I are going to speak on the phone tomorrow, and obviously we're going to discuss pathways to creating a new government for New Zealand. But tonight my message is for the Right Honourable Winston Peters. We do have some things in common. We have both, along with the Labour Party, committed to a net zero carbon economy by the year 2050. We've both committed to a significant investment in renewing the country's rail network and revitalising our forestry and our regional economies. And we have both campaigned hard against the low productivity, low wage New Zealand economy that this government has presided over. So, I know that our parties don't agree on everything, but now is the time to put those differences aside and to work together to create the government of change that New Zealanders want in the national interest. There's another reason why I'm happy tonight. This has been the fight of our lives, and we are still here. We are still standing. Our environment, nature still has a voice in Parliament. The voiceless still have someone to fight their corner in our House of Representatives. The Green Party has been written off so many times in our history, and every single time we have come back, and we have come back tonight as well. And that comes down to you. That comes down to you. That comes down to over 5,000 volunteers on the most grassroots campaign that this Green Party has ever had, and all of those who donated every penny that it took to pay for this campaign. You knocked on 62,643 doors. You made 86,518 phone calls. You spoke to over 150,000 New Zealanders. You went out in the cold and the wind and the rain, and when things got tough, you redoubled your efforts, and you went out and you did it again and again and again. I am in utter awe of all of you. Thank you. Thank you. This ground campaign, this is why I always knew we were going to get back. because this was the Strongest Ground campaign that we have ever run. And I do want to thank, in particular, the Green Party's campaign staff, and one person in particular who recruited that team, who led them, and who led what an extraordinary campaign. Sarah Helm, our incredible campaign director. There you go. You and your team saved the Green Party. Thank you. We also stood more candidates than we have ever stood before, and more electorates than we've ever stood before. And I honestly believe, and this is not just spin, I honestly believe that person for person, we have the strongest field of candidates of any party standing at this election. And it's tough.
That's James Shaw, who is the leader of the Green Party.